It's coffee time, but it is also froyo time. We decided as a family, as a roomy family, to go out and get some froyo. So I wasn't even about to fight that because I love me some froyo. I don't love it the same way that some LA people love it though. This is like a thing. In LA, there are people that have froyo all the time, and it blows my mind. I can't have froyo that often. I have it like, once every couple of months, probably. Maybe more often than that. It honestly depends. It depends on how often other people are suggesting it to me, because I never think to have it myself. It's only ever when somebody that is within my universe is like, hey, do you want to go get froyo? I'm like, oh, maybe. For those of you who have never been to a froyo bar before, they're pretty great. Because imagine like an ice cream bar, except it's frozen yogurt. But imagine an ice cream bar where they're like, okay, so you can have any of these different flavors of ice cream. Also, you can put any of these different fruits and any of these different types of chocolates and all of these different nuts and some of these different cereals and candies. Put anything on there that you want, and then we'll just weigh it at the end and charge you. That's how it works, and it's great. But I've found that people have very distinct froyo styles. I am a fruit style. This is what my froyo looks like. It's entirely fruit. That's all that I put in there, and I love it. It's fantastic. But, like, my roommate puts only chocolate things in there. Not all the same chocolate, but like different types of chocolate things. And some places that you go, you can get them with a brownie on the bottom. So sometimes he gets the ones that have like a layer of brownie on the bottom, and then he puts the froyo on, and then more chocolate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much. Because remember, I'm not a huge chocolate person, so to me that just sounds like overkill. Way overkill. But, I don't know, it's fun. It's definitely, if you're a fruit froyoer, it's healthier than some dessert alternatives. But it can also be an awful dessert alternative. I just enjoy it. I enjoy it. I think Pinkberry was the first place that I ever went to. But we have, like, gosh, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different chains that are really close by. That's how many of them there are. There's so many of them. They're just, like, everywhere. And obviously this wouldn't be a common thing in places that are cold. And if it was, I would be very concerned and confused. Like, what? Why? Oh, kitty. Oh my goodness. So I have my blinds. I have my blinds closed all the way. Reason being, Sherlock, I don't know what he saw outside. It was already completely dark outside. And I had the drapes open and the blinds up. And he saw something that made him freak out. He knocked everything off of this. He was like flailing his body around, his tail was all poofed up, and he was just staring out the window for a while. And finally he walked over to me and was doing kind of that, you know how sometimes when cats are freaked out they come to find you because they're like, comfort me, tell me everything's okay. So he kept like, he looked out the window and then he'd come to me and like headbutt me and like rub up against me, and then his tail would kind of fluff up again and he'd run back over the window. He did this for a while. So eventually I was like, maybe if I close the blinds, he'll stop. Now I've seen many pictures online of cats destroying blinds trying to look out the window. Sherlock has never, ever, ever tried to look out the window when the blinds are closed. He just doesn't attempt it. I closed the blinds, and he was tripping balls trying to get his head, like, in between the blinds, was trying to, like, paw behind it and, like, lift it back. I was like, what is happening to you? I don't know what you saw that is freaking you out so badly. It was the weirdest thing, and obviously, I mean, it's dark. Like, I can't see anything, but he's acting like he still sees something. So I'm, like, peering outside, can't figure out what on earth it is that he's, like, so invested in. So I eventually made, like, a deal with him, where I opened up the blinds just, like, a little bit, like, enough that he could lay there and look outside, and then I closed the drapes over his little cat body, so that he was like kind of cocooned in things and looking out the window, and he just sat there like that for over an hour. And I kept checking on him and like scratching him, and he seemed fine, like he was calm again, but he did not want to leave that window. He wanted to make sure that like everything was on level. So strange. It was so strange. And now you're fine, huh? Yeah, now you're fine. You poor baby. You poor thing. You got all freaked out. Something freaked you out. That's okay. Oh, he's got another like little eye infection. Wondering if I don't know. Wondering if I should take him in. That's like 2 in a short period of time. Huh. So he's like keeping one eye shut all the time. And I don't want him to like constantly have infections happening, huh? Huh. Yeah, he's like pretty cute. I like kind of like my cat. I don't know if you know, but he's like kind of adorbs. They brought out fresh kiwi just as I got there, and I was so excited. She came out and she was just standing there with a little bin of fresh kiwi as I was about to put kiwi on my thing, and I was like, "Go ahead, madam." And she traded them out, and I was like, "This was the best decision ever." I was so happy. Because sometimes, you know, at salad bars, at fruit bars, anything, when you're at like a buffet sort of style thing, or like what I'm explaining, sometimes the fruit or the vegetables look real dry and messed up. And I always think, I wonder when the next batch is coming out. Because this does not look tasty. This does not look delicious, actually. And it was just so lucky that she brought out fresh kiwi just as I got there. I was so jazzed. Kiwi is like one of my favorite things. And it always cracks me up because I grew up eating the skin on kiwis, but most people did not, apparently. I think it was my brother that taught me to like eat it with the skin on. So for me, whenever people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm really excited because I figured out an easier way to skin kiwis. I figured out an easier way to skin kiwis so that I can eat them." I'm like, "Why don't you just eat the skin?" I don't know, it seems like so obvious to me, but apparently it's not very common. Maybe because it's like fuzzy. I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. But I'm used to it again. So I knew a kid in school who was way into eating watermelon rinds. Like he'd just nibble at them forever like it was jerky. It was so weird to me, and I kept trying to do it, and I was like it's just gross. We would feed watermelon rinds to the dog though. He loved them. He loves them. He would eat those with so much joy in his little puppy heart. So happy all the time. Yeah. Watermelon would have to be my favorite fruit, though, I think. Technically, is cucumber a fruit? Is cucumber... Oh my gosh, it came up immediately. A cucumber is it is a creeping vine which bears cylindrical edible fruit. Cucumber is a fruit. I also love cucumbers. I think I've decided that cucumber is one of my favorite fruits. Yes, we did it, guys. Guys, we figured it out. Power of Google. I feel like we Google something almost every coffee time now, and that's okay with me. Totally okay with that. Because that means we learned something together. Yeah. I didn't really do anything today except for like work on videos and stuff. The YouTube challenge went up. I'll link it in the description if you want to go watch it. That was a hilarious thing. That was a hilarious thing that happened. And played a little Guns of Icarus with the girls today, but it was just like practice stuff, but I still filmed it. So I might wind up putting that up as well. But yeah. Just played a lot of games. Played a lot of games, went to the gym, to the shower. Standard things. I hope you guys had a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Mwah. Oh, wanna say bye, kitty?